Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub, the home of riders who crave power, style, and machines that leave a permanent mark on the soul. Today, we're diving deep into a motorcycle that has shaped legends, intimidated rivals, and carved its own identity into the world of performance cruisers. This is the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4, the long-awaited return of a beast, a machine built for riders who want raw muscle, unapologetic acceleration, and the unmistakable attitude that only Yamaha's most iconic power cruiser can deliver. Few motorcycles stir emotion like the VMAX, and the 2025 model revives that legacy in a way that feels both nostalgic and futuristic at the same time. If you've followed the VMAX lineage over the years, you already know it isn't just a motorcycle, it's an experience, a sensation, a machine that changes how you define power. The original VMAX introduced in the 80s was a renegade, a torque monster that didn't follow anyone's rules. It was outrageous, overpowered, and utterly unforgettable. Over time, Yamaha refined it, strengthened it, and pushed its limits, yet the VMAX always stayed true to its core identity: brutal V4 power and drag bike-inspired aggression. For 2025, Yamaha brings the legend back with modern engineering, sharper design, and performance that once again stretches the boundaries of what a muscle cruiser can be. It's not just a comeback, it's a resurrection. Let's begin with the heart of this machine, because the engine is the VMAX's entire personality. The 2025 model proudly continues with a V4 architecture, but this is not merely a recycled power plant. It has undergone significant internal refinements. The 1,700 cubic centimeters V4 engine has been tuned for more efficient combustion, optimized airflow, and improved cooling. Yamaha's engineers wanted to preserve the explosive feel of the previous 200 horsepower era, but deliver that power in a more predictable, intelligent, and rider-friendly way. When you roll on the throttle, you still get that signature VMAX surge, the spine-straightening, eyeball-widening launch that makes your stomach drop, but now it's smoother, cleaner, and more controllable, thanks to modern ride-by-wire technology, precision throttle mapping, and a revised intake system designed for maximum response. And let's be honest, the VMAX wouldn't be a VMAX without that intoxicating intake roar. That deep, muscular growl that turns into a metallic scream as the revs climb is practically a soundtrack of rebellion. Yamaha redesigned the intake ducts not just for better performance, but to maintain that unmistakable auditory identity. These ducts now deliver improved airflow and a richer induction sound that enhances the aggressive personality of the bike without becoming overwhelming. Twist the throttle, and the VMAX doesn't just accelerate, it announces itself. Performance-wise, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 is built for explosive acceleration that borders on shocking. Yamaha doesn't market it as a track weapon, but if you line this machine up against many sport bikes in a straight-line sprint, the VMAX will leave more than a few riders humbled. The new multi-level traction control system constantly analyzes speed, throttle position, rear wheel slip, and lean angle to deliver maximum power while preserving stability. This is critical because the VMAX has always been a wild animal. Now, Yamaha has found a way to tame it without neutering its personality. You still feel the violence of the power, but you can harness it with more confidence. The chassis also receives meaningful updates. Yamaha reinforced the aluminum frame to reduce flex at high speeds, providing a more planted feel during full throttle acceleration. While the bike maintains its classic long wheelbase cruiser demeanor, geometry tweaks improve handling and mid-corner stability. The fully adjustable suspension, a 43mm inverted fork at the front and a modern monoshock at the rear, has been retuned to support the bike's immense power while offering a surprisingly comfortable ride. The VMAX remains a heavy machine, but it doesn't feel clumsy. Instead, it feels deliberate, solid, and predictable, which is exactly what you want when riding something with this much muscle. Braking is another area Yamaha has elevated. The 2025 VMAX comes equipped with dual 320mm front discs paired with top-tier Brembo radial calipers. The braking power is strong, progressive, and reassuring, the kind of braking performance you absolutely need when piloting a motorcycle that accelerates like a rocket. Yamaha also improved the ABS system, allowing for quicker response times and more accurate intervention. Whether you're performing a controlled stop or slamming the brakes in a moment of panic, the system works seamlessly to keep the bike stable. Now it's time to talk about design, because the VMAX has always been one of the most visually distinctive motorcycles ever created.
The 2025 model proudly continues that tradition.
Yamaha sharpened the edges, expanded the muscular lines around the fuel tank, and refined the futuristic meets retro aesthetic that fans adore. The sculpted air scoops are still the star of the show, but now they feature a more refined metallic finish with aerodynamic shaping. The bodywork flows cohesively from front to back, creating a look that's both intimidating and elegant.
LED lighting elements modernize the bike's face and tail, giving it an even more menacing presence at night. From every angle, the new VMAX looks like pure power in physical form.
Instrumentation has also evolved. Yamaha gives the 2025 VMAX a high-contrast hybrid digital display that delivers all essential information: speed, RPM, riding mode, traction control level, fuel, temperature, and more.
The interface is clean and rider-focused.
Yamaha resisted the trend of cluttered, overly complex screens.
This bike is about riding, not navigating submenus. The information is there when you need it, invisible when you don't. Comfort remains better than you'd expect from a power cruiser. Yamaha kept the Max's seat low, wide, and supportive.
The ergonomics are a blend of cruiser relaxation and sport bike control, a sweet spot for long rides and aggressive sprints. The handlebar placement gives riders leverage without feeling stretched, making the bike surprisingly comfortable for extended journeys. One of the greatest strengths of the 2025 VMAX V4 is how perfectly it balances heritage and innovation. Many bikes claim to be modern classics, but few can truly embody both eras at once. The VMAX is a living legend, but Yamaha has infused it with modern technology like traction control, advanced ABS, refined ride modes, and a vastly improved fuel management system. Yet the bike never sacrifices the raw, mechanical thrill that made the VMAX famous.
The sound, the surge of torque, the muscular silhouette, everything feels authentically VMAX, just polished and perfected for today's roads. Another highlight is Yamaha's refinement of the power delivery. A machine with this much torque could easily feel overwhelming or unpredictable. But Yamaha's meticulous engineering ensures that the VMAX delivers exhilarating performance without ever feeling unrefined. You get all the drama, all the excitement, but with a sense of control that enhances the riding experience rather than intimidating the rider. Now let's talk price. The 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 comes with a premium price tag of around $22,999 depending on market and optional accessories. This motorcycle is not aimed at casual riders or budget buyers. It is designed for enthusiasts who want an icon, something rare, powerful, handcrafted, and unforgettable. When you buy a VMAX, you're not just buying a machine, you're purchasing a statement, a legacy, and a piece of motorcycling history. As we wrap up, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 stands tall as a masterpiece of engineering and attitude. It resurrects the legendary power cruiser with modern precision, advanced technology, and design that instantly captures attention. If you've been waiting for a machine that combines character, brute strength, and modern refinement into one unforgettable package, the VMAX is calling your name. Thanks for joining us on Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep, detailed look into the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming motorcycle reviews. Ride safe, ride bold, and as always, keep the culture alive.